Okay, so I'm going to go over what is going to go on our Module 2 organizer. And the first thing that we're going to look at is percent change. So percent change right here is when we have two numbers and we want to know how much they change by. So we would do, so the percent change is equal to the amount of change divided by the original amount, and then we're going to multiply that by 100. And that gives us the percent change. So if we were changing from, let's say, 25 down to 17, that's a 1, 17, the change is 8 divided by my original, which is 25. So I put that in my calculator, and I get 0.32, and then I multiply that by 100, and I get 32%. Okay, the next one is markup, markdown, tax, tip, range, discount. All of these things mean basically the same thing. And we're going to use our 3 steps. So our step 1 is that we change our percent into a decimal. By doing our percent divided by 100. Our step 2 is we're going to multiply our decimal times our original number. And our step 3, we need to think about what we're doing. So we're going to think about do we need to add or subtract or do none? So if I'm doing a markup, I'm going to add. Markdown, I'm going to subtract. Tax, add. Tip, add. Range is when we go between two numbers. So we're going to add it and subtract it, both. Okay, the third and last one I'm going to do today, we're going to find original price. So we write an equation. And we write the total is equal to the original plus the original times our percent over 100. And actually, I'm going to switch those last two. I'm going to make it percent over 100 times the original price. So I might say Sally paid a total of $350 for a chair. Excuse me, she didn't pay $350. Her total she paid was, she paid $385 was her total. And she paid 10% tax. So in my equation, my total is $385. I don't know my original price, so I put an X plus 10 over 100 is 0.10 times my original price again, is X. So I have a 1X and a 0.1X, so I can add those together. And then to undo this multiplication, I divide. And in my calculator, I do 385 divided by 1.1 gives me $350. So that is the original price of the chair.